Hello, my name's Evans. And this is Kayla. Today we'll be talking about heart attacks. We'll be talking about important information you need to know about heart attack in order to be aware and stuff. Heart attacks are also known as myocardial infarction, which occurs when the muscles surrounding the heart doesn't get enough blood, which later causes the cells surrounding the heart muscle to die because of a lack of oxygen. The most common cause of heart attack is coronary artery disease, which is when plaque builds up in your arteries. This is important because heart disease is one of the leading causes of death among adults in the United States. Um, and men are actually most likely to have a heart attack. Although men are most likely to have a heart attack, women can also have heart attacks. What is special about this is that heart attacks can be prevented. One can control their diets, monitoring their blood pressure, exercising, also staying away from drugs and alcohol are also great ways to prevent you from having heart attack. One must be aware of heart attacks because the symptoms could be confused with something else, especially in women, because the symptoms are sometimes different and less recognized among women, which can lead to misdiagnosis. There are also many risks for heart attacks, such as your age, your family history, stress, and lifestyles. So it is important to be aware of the symptoms, which include chest pain, shortness of breath, vomiting, abnormal heart beating, pain in other parts of the body, such as the neck, sweating, nauseating. One's life could change following a heart attack, which is why it is important to be aware.
This relates back to our lecture because we learned that as our heart beats, it continuously pumps blood through numerous blood vessels into the tissues and organs of our body. At the bottom left of the slide, we see that we have three major blood vessels. The arteries on the bottom right, which carry oxygen-rich blood away from our body. The capillaries, which we can see are in the middle of the veins, and the arteries connecting the two. Here's where the exchange of nutrients and waste happens. And lastly, on the left, we can see that we have our veins, which brings blood back into our heart. In addition to knowing the functions of our blood vessels, we also learned that in order for our heart muscles to work, they need nutrients, oxygen, and to contract with sufficient force and blood. The two phases that we learned of the cardiac cycle conclude of systole and diastole, and this is crucial in creating a pulse. Overall, knowing this can help us understand that any disruption or blockages in these processes can lead to a lack of oxygen in our heart muscles, and this ultimately leads to heart disease and heart attacks. And lastly, we have our references and our questions. The three questions that we had are: how are heart attacks treated? What are ways that someone can prevent or lessen the chance of them having a heart attack? And the third question is, what are the symptoms of a heart attack, and are they always obvious?